This is Tradle. If you don't know what Tradle is, this box represents the total outgoing trade from a mystery country. It has totaled $8.62 billion in outgoing trade, and these are the breakdown of what it traded, right? So its biggest thing is reaction and catalytic products, so and centrifuges. So this is a highly westernized economy. It is producing large-scale industrial, chemical, and electrical engineering equipment. What we will do is we will pick a country that we think it might be, at which point it will tell me how close that country is geographically and in what direction that country is off of my guess, right? So, and eventually between using this information to sort of gather what kind of country it is and using the directional and geographic information that's given from each guess, we will eventually zero in on our final guess and hopefully find the actual country within 6 guesses. So we are at 8.62 billion, which is a relatively small for a westernized economy, but it is a highly westernized economy. It is selling it is shipping out insulated wire. It's shipping out reaction catalytic products, shipping out centrifuges. Have to start with the US. Are you kidding me? We are we are at least 2 orders of magnitude smaller than the US's exports. The US exports almost $1 trillion in exports every year. We are looking at 8.62 billion. It's not any of the G7 countries. It's not any of the G11 countries. It is probably something like, I'm thinking this is a East European bloc country, perhaps something like the Ukraine, perhaps something like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, maybe? This could be Poland. Let's try Poland. I am insanely close with the Poland guess. We are, so from center of country to center of country, it is not Ukraine. Ukraine is a breadbasket, but didn't, like, the whole thing with like they've got a big nuclear reactor there, right? Like they have a highly westernized economy in the cities. But I will defer to you in your knowledge because you might know more than I do. But my understanding is that there is definitely a highly westernized economy in there somewhere. Poland is insanely close. It is just south of Poland. I don't think it's Turkey, but what is just south of Poland? See, the problem is that my Eastern Europe knowledge is not quite as strong as my Western Europe. Their flag is blue and yellow because that is true. That is true. That is absolutely true. It's the blue sky over a wheat field. Yeah, that's the blue and yellow flag. I do know that. Yeah, it's not Turkey. It's somewhere between Poland and Turkey. South of Poland is like Hungary. This could be Hungary. Oh, nope. Not quite Hungary. Is this Czechia? What is south? It's like adjacent to Hungary. What is the country directly to the southeast of Hungary? Is it Czechia? Or am I going in the wrong direction? No, it's not Czechia. I went in the wrong direction. Oh no, what's right there? What is right there? I'm gonna type Ukraine just because. Yeah, okay. Ukraine is like, so if the country I'm looking for is like here, Ukraine is up here, and I'm looking for what's down here. It's not Ukraine. It's probably something so obvious, and I'm just like blanking on it. Could it be Greece? It's not Austria, because Austria is to the west of Hungary. If Hungary is here, Austria is over here. We're looking for something down here. So it's not Austria, but that's also a good guess. It's adjacent to Greece. What's the country just to the north of Greece? Oh, why can't I think of it? Croatia? Nope. What was it? Macedonia. Ah, Macedonia. Ah, we got close. I was right in the area. I just couldn't think of what country it was. I am, yeah, that's for sure. The U.S. does not, we do not teach. I forgot Macedonia existed. I couldn't come up with the name of it. I knew it was in there. I just couldn't come up with it. Okay, next up. Next up. Worldle. Worldle is, this is an outline of a country. We have to guess what it is. Again, just like Tradle, each time we put in a guess, it's going to give us a direction and a distance. So as we try and zero in on the country. How often? That's the point. That's why these games are fun, because it's not something you're normally going to do. You have to, like, you know, figure this out point by point. That's why I love these little trivia games. They're so much fun. But yeah, Macedonia is a very I mean, it makes sense, right? It's a very heavily westernized. It's in that sort of Baltic region where we exported a lot of our manufacturing, especially our chemical manufacturing, right? Like that's where we, when I say we, I mean westernized countries. That's where we sent like all of the chemical engineering jobs, places like Macedonia, Croatia, and even further out into things like Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro, stuff like that. So yeah, it makes perfect sense that was where it was. I just didn't get there. All right, so we have a Worldle. I have no idea what this country is. It looks like it might be, I'm thinking it's an African, I feel like Romania could be Romania. I'm thinking it's actually an African coastal country like Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, I am way wrong. It is in South America, actually. It is 8,000 kilometers to the west. It is in South America. It could be a tiny little island nation. I will remind people that it could be some tiny, tiny little island nation. But it is South or Central American. It's not an island. That is, I mean, that's likely. I believe that it is not an island, but I'm just saying it's possible that it could be. Central American nations, non-island, something, Uruguay? Uruguay? No. Way to the north west of Uruguay. In fact, so far to the north and west that I am Uruguay was where's Paraguay? All right, that's closer. It's way up there. It's way up there. We sure this isn't some kind of island nation like America, Samoa? Never learned culture, Central America. Some parts of the world I'm pretty good at. This is not one of them. I mean, I could scroll through the list. I don't want to do that. Let's just sort of throw guesses. Any Central American nation. I could try American Samoa. I mean, at least it'll like give me a reference point. No, it's way. Yeah, no, it's way on. It's on the. Like, is this like? Okay, here I'm gonna do one more thing just to try and put me in the right place, and then we're gonna try our final guess because I'm gonna do Haiti, just to try and put us. Oh my God, I was so close. El Salvador sounds like could be right. Oh no, not quite. It was Nicaragua. Okay, it was Central America. It was right where I thought it was. But I just don't know any of the countries that were in there. So America Samoa put us back on the mainland. Haiti put me in the right place because I think just you might have even been here. But a couple weeks ago, I was talking about the Dominican Republic and how I knew the Dominican Republic was on an island, but it shared that island with another country, and I was trying to remember what country it was. And then later I was informed. Later I was informed that it was Haiti. So I recently remembered where Haiti was. Anyway, so that's a fail. That's 2 fails in a row, folks. This is not going well for us. Let's see. What's the next one? Let's do the fun one. Let's do the one that we all really like. Let's do the one that we all really, really, really like. This is Cine 2 Nerdle. This is, so what we have here is we have a block of 16 words or phrases. Each one of these words or phrases combined to form, 4 of these at a time will combine to form movies. So for instance, like we have machines here. I see jazz. I see Tommy Lee Jones and the Galaxy and Pug. This is Men in Black. Where's the last one for Men in Black? Black and White? No. Agency? Machines? No, Agency, Machines and Rise is probably Agency, Tommy. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I didn't see Agency, Tommy, Pug, Galaxy. Agency? I guess it's as good a guess as any. Okay, it is Men in Black. Okay. Hey, he said no one's here. Rise of the Machines. Yes. Terminator. Yes. So I see Rise of the Machine, 3rd movie, and TX. There it is. It's Terminator 3. Of the remainders, we have Black and White Afterlife, Netflix original Jazz, Mexico City. I don't if these are movies. These are maybe movies I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna swap these two. Okay, yeah, okay. So we have Jamie Foxx animated Afterlife Jazz, and we have Netflix original Alfonso Cuarón Mexico City Black and White. I don't know either of these. Oh, Jamie, thank you, said no one. It's yes, it's Ray. You're right. You are right. It's sorry. It's Soul. Was the name of that movie. That's right. Yep. And then Roma. So now there's a 5th one. So now we're not done here. There's a 5th one. Just so that everybody knows, there's a 5th one. So it's going to be going across one of these. So one from this category, one from this category, one from this category, and one from this category are going to combine to form a 5th movie. And we got to find it. So we could have a Netflix original about machines. Animated. I'm gonna. Oh, hold on. Netflix original Pug Machines. Does anybody know what movie this is and what the fourth part is? Because I don't think I know it. It's a Netflix original movie. Life of Pets, animated? But what's Machines doing in there? We do have 8 swaps. Literally, I can't lose this. I have 8 swaps and there's only 3 possible choices. I literally cannot lose this. I just want to know what it is before I swap in. I don't think I know it, though. The Mitchells versus the Machines. Apparently, it came out in 2021. I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of it. But that was today's Cine 2 Nerdle. Here's the cool thing about Cine 2 Nerdle is that I can go into their puzzle archive, and here's all the ones that we have not played. Oh, okay. So the smaller the number, the harder it is. So that was actually a very hard puzzle, relatively speaking. This next one should actually be easier. We're going to do a couple of these. That movie, It's What Happens When You Offend Siri. Oh, I've never even heard of it. But there's been a few movies out with that premise recently. All right, so I have Sunshine Children, Toni Collette, and Dysfunctional Family. That's, oh, no, that's not what I thought it was. Ari Aster, Toni Collette, Decapitation. Can you milk me? What's that from? I have breasts. Can you milk me? What's that from? Sunshine Memory? Is that like Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or whatever that movie is called? I think it's Little Miss Sunshine. No, Sunshine Memory Eternal. Yes, it's like Sunshine of the Eternal Mind, but what's the I never saw it because this is going to be Little Miss Sunshine across. I've already got that figured out. Is it Children? Spot Eternal. I forget. Actually, I didn't even think of the name of this freaking movie. And what's the missing point here? Peculiar. No. For Peculiar Children, something. Shoot, I never saw these movies, so I don't actually know what the... Decapitation. Polygraph test. It's Jim Carrey for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Thank you. I did not know Jim Carrey was in that movie. Ben Stiller, Can You Milk Me? Dysfunctional Family. That's got to be Children, right? 'Cause nope. That's got to be... I can't remember what movie this is. Miss Peregrine. Peculiar Children. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. That was a movie. Meet the Parents! Of course it's Meet the Parents. And this is something called Hereditary, which I've never even heard of. So now we have... So now we've got to go across ways. Now we got to find one that's going across. So I'm not looking at chat like as actively as I normally do when I'm doing this because I'm trying to figure stuff out on my own. So sometimes I do miss. If you guys throw an answer, sometimes I am going to miss that. And I won't catch it until after. Sometimes it'll take somebody else saying it. Yeah, so Little Miss Sunshine, that was what I was going for, right? That's what I was talking about. So Miss Sunshine, that was a dysfunctional family story with Toni Collette? Yes. Okay. Yep, it's Little Miss Sunshine. That's the one I saw in the list. I actually saw I saw Peculiar Children and I saw Miss Sunshine, and my brain sort of mixed the two of them together, and I couldn't figure out which one I needed to get. But that's the missing link there. Cine 2 Nerdle is so much fun. I freaking love this. I love this game so much. This one should be pretty hard. Sorry, this one should be pretty easy. It's a 4.4 out of 5. I see Dragon. I see Hidden Dragon. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, maybe? Hidden Dragon. I see the whole 9 yards. Which was about a dentist. Dragon Hidden World. In New York, Lost in New York. And then Easy A, High School with Scarlet Letters, the Easy A. Yep, that one's good. How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. This one's for you. All right, now what's the across? I'm thinking... Excuse me. I'm thinking... I see, like, oh man, I see dentist and I want it to be, I immediately want to go finding the pieces to make this, Little Shop of Horrors, but it's not. A whole new world. There it is. It's Aladdin. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Got that one. I see Ozymandias. I'm immediately looking for Comedian and Night Owl, I think. Night Owl was one of them, right? I see Ozymandias. I'm looking for Comedian. Was Night Owl one of them? Yes, okay. And was Joaquin Phoenix in that movie? Was it a Zack Snyder movie? It was a Zack Snyder movie. Okay. Water Joaquin Phoenix. This is Water World? Joaquin Phoenix? This was nope. Real Steel Boxing. Is that a Happy the M. Night is not Avatar. Signs! Alien. Wait. Alien? Really? Did I never watch that movie? I thought I watched that movie. I definitely watched that movie. Oh, that's right. Water Kills the Aliens. That was Joaquin Phoenix? Oh my God. So now we've got Enchanted, and apparently this is called Real Steel from 2011. All right, now we need the across one. This one's going to be hard for me, I think. Anytime where there's a lot of like actors and director names, I get very confused. I see. Imagine being an alien civ capable of interstellar travel. You go to a planet saturated with the stuff that kills you. That is true. And so far as we know, we're pretty rare for having water. Like liquid water. It's very funny. I feel like a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies don't stand up to that level of scrutiny, though. I really feel like especially The Village. Did anybody ever watch it's called The Village, right? The one where they're like the oh my god twist is that they're actually living in modern world. They're just in an isolated like park. Like they're like in a forested area of a state park, and they stay there on their own, of their own volition, basically. But they're actually in modern day. But only the like village elders know that. I think it was called The Village. That doesn't make any freaking sense. No part of that movie makes any legitimate sense. They're functioning as like an uncontacted tribe, but they're like, like less than a few hours walk from the edge of the forest. Really can't find I'm describing the plot of an M. Night Shyamalan movie specifically because I can't figure out what this is supposed to be. I find that one far more plausible, and I mean it's certainly more plausible than Signs, but I don't find it plausible. That movie was just like the very first time I watched it and we got to the reveal, I was like, oh, that's a cool reveal. Like, I get it. And then immediately my brain started deconstructing it. And I was like, there's no sense. This does not make any sense. So this is going to be, is it a comedian movie? Is it a comedian? Oh my God. Is it? It can't be. Oh, it's not. It's not what I thought it was. I saw comedian and Joaquin Phoenix and thought it might be like Joker somehow. But no. Amy Adams, Steel, Alien. The Zack Snyder movie? It is. It is it's Man of Steel. It's the Zack Snyder Superman movie from 2013. It's Man of Steel. See, I saw comedian and Joaquin Phoenix and my brain went, oh my God, is it really? But no, it is not. It's Man of Steel. Oh, comedian again. Musical. Joaquin Phoenix, comedian again. Comic book character. Yep. And was it Best Picture? Did it win Best Picture? No. Did it have Rachel McAdams in it? I see Bill Murray. No, it's not. Comic book characters. It was with Robert De Niro, Best Picture. Oh, Francis Ford Coppola. This is 1920s. Yeah, that's The Godfather. Oh, I see where you're going, Dragon, but I believe what we have here is something different. We have a Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams movie involving the Catholic Church. That won Best Picture? All right, that's Spotlight. So now we have The Godfather and we have Spotlight, which means this is actually a sideways clue, which interacts with one of these. Was Robert De Niro in... We do have S.H.I.E.L.D. somehow. Hold on, I don't understand how this is oriented. I don't currently understand how this is supposed to be oriented. S.H.I.E.L.D., Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, and comics. That doesn't seem to work. You're taking things that are sort of diagonally right. Switch Church and Ruffalo, then Scarlett Johansson. But now I can't put comic book character up here because it... Well, I mean, I could. But then it breaks up comedian Joaquin Phoenix. It breaks up Joker. Comic book character De Niro. Okay, it's one of these. Oh, okay. I get it. So now the last one. So there are two like not involved ones at all. So I've got that, and that. So it's going to be another across, and it's going to use any two of these. Shield 1920s. No. It's definitely lost in translation. I got that for sure, but I'm trying to remember who the last one is, or what was in Lost in Translation. Because it's got to be Taxi. Or was it Bill Murray? Was Bill Murray? Bill Murray was not in Lost in Translation. It's going to be Taxi translation. Nope. It's Francis Ford Coppola. Scarlett Johansson. Translation. Okay, Bill Murray wasn't Lost in Translation. I'm talking out my butt. I am talking out my butt. I thought there was no way Bill Murray was in Lost in Translation. I am super wrong. Lost in Translation was from 2003. My God. I guess he was, as I can see just from the little snippet here, that's definitely him. So I don't know. Oh, you know what I'm fucking thinking of? You know, this is why I'm confused both about the time frame and about the people in it, because you know what I'm confusing Lost in Translation with in my head? Of all stupid movies for me to confuse Lost in Translation with, I'm confusing it with You've Got Mail. I'm fucking confusing Lost in Translation with You've Got Mail. That's why I'm super confused. I'm like, there's no way he's in Lost in Translation, because I'm thinking of You've Got Mail. Which is also why I was confused about the time frame. Listen, I never claimed to be good at movies. I just enjoy playing this. Oh my God, World of Warcraft. Warcraft Orcs Raid. No? Wait, whoa, what the hell? Hold on, something's really confusing here. Raid Apartment Redemption. These have got to be together. He's Not My Son and Missing Child. Raid Apartment Redemption. I see Mummy, Brendan Fraser, Tomb. I see Tomb, Raider Croft, Laura Croft, Tomb Raider, with Angelina Jolie. What? It's a video game movie? What is happening here? Mummy, Brendan Fraser. Mummy, Brendan Fraser, Emperor Tomb. Right? This is a mess. Oh my God. Finally, we got one locked in. Oh my God. Why is this so confusing? Indonesian Apartment Redemption. And biopic, He's Not My Son, Angelina Jolie, and Missing Child. Okay, that's Changeling. Apartment Raid Redemption Indonesian? War Orcs video game is... I thought it was... What did I have there? War. No. War Orcs. I had... I don't actually know what I had there. Anyway, that's 4 out of 5. So what's the missing one? War Raid biopic Emperor? Was that like God, what was the name of that movie? I don't know. That's probably not it. Craft. The Raid Redemption, by the way. I've never even heard of this movie. Now you can get Lara Croft? Except that's Craft, not Croft. I think that's the problem. I think they were just expecting me to be dumb. And I was in fact dumb. Yep. There it is. Because that's not Craft. That's not Croft, that's Craft. Anyway, I was right about it being Tomb Raider. It just wasn't. I had stuck Craft in there because I thought it read Croft, and I'm just absolutely incapable of reading, I suppose. And it is video game, yeah. That one, that like broke my brain because I like had 4 different ways. Each time I swapped one, it was like, now you got 3 in this row, but like it's intersecting with a 3 in another row. So like, which one is the 3 and which one isn't? I was like super confused. That one messed me up. That one absolutely messed me up in a way it probably shouldn't have. Let's do one more and we'll move on to a different game. We'll do one more and we'll move on to a different game. I see Willem Dafoe. I see 5. Please be what I want it to be. No, I see 5 armies. It's Tale of 5 Armies. It's Battle of the 5 Armies with Orlando Bloom. Reservoir Dogs. That's a Wes Anderson, right? So I see Dogs, Wes Anderson. But what's the other one for Reservoir Dogs? Five. The Grand Budapest Hotel, maybe? I see Budapest in here. Lobby Boy, Budapest, Coat. Wes Anderson. That's Grand Budapest Hotel is definitely a Wes Anderson movie. Yep, okay. And Coat, I think? Nope. What's the last one I'm missing? Armies? Or is it Pongo? What am I missing from Grand Budapest Hotel? Can't help finishing Reservoir Dogs. It might not be Reservoir Dogs, because all we have is Dogs and Wes Anderson, and Wes Anderson's already taken, so that might be the across clue. So it might come back in later, or it might not. It might be a red herring. But I don't know what I'm missing from Grand Budapest Hotel here. Miles Teller? Was Miles Teller in that movie? Oh, of course. Pongo. Yes, Pongo is with Disney. Dogs, Coat. You're right. That's 101 Dalmatians. Willem Dafoe, 5. Well, it's Battle of 5 Armies with Orlando Bloom. And I guess Willem Dafoe is at Grand Budapest Hotel? Why am I so bad at remembering what actors were in what? Why am I so bad at remembering what was in what? All right, anyway, we've got Wes Anderson. We've got Dogs. Was Orlando Bloom? Oh. No. What am I missing? It's probably either a Willem Dafoe movie or a Wes Anderson movie. Wes Anderson is Reservoir Dogs. Okay, it's not Reservoir Dogs. Because if it was Wes Anderson and Dogs, one of those would have been correct. So it's not Reservoir Dogs that we're looking for. One of those would have filled in the third spot, and it would have been yellows across. So it's not that. Well, we don't have enough swaps to just randomly guess or to swap out every possibility. But if there's a breakthrough to be had in here, we can get there. Willem Dafoe. Party Pongo. Pongo can't be anything Pongo. Is it a Disney? Some kind of Disney movie? Party. Orlando. It can't be Orlando Wes Anderson because that would have one of the swaps would have been correct. One of the swaps in the oranges would have been correct. I don't think I have this one. I think I'm just gonna have to give this one up. This one might be a loser. I can't see it. This one might be a loser. Let's just do some random swaps. Nah. What are we missing? What did we miss? The Florida Project. Oh, that was the making of Disney World movie that came out in 2017 that had Willem Dafoe in it. Oh my god. It's the Orlando Disney Project. Oh my god. Yeah. But man. That's so dumb. I can't believe I forgot that movie existed. That's annoying. Oh well, is what it is. All right. Let's go on to something else for a second here. Didn't even ever know it did. I remember the media blitz for this movie when it came out in 2017. But I do remember the media blitz, but I never saw the movie. So, because there was that movie, and there was what was that movie that Tom Hanks did? That wasn't Disney, was it? Who did Tom Hanks play in that one movie? I don't remember. Anyway, those came out around the same time, I remember. Anyway, we're looking for... All right. It might be Mr. Rogers. Yes, I'm thinking Mr. Rogers. But I remember that came out around, or maybe it was just a year after or something like that, because they did a big biopic on the creation of Disney World. Then they did a big biopic on Mr. Rogers. There was a couple of those that were coming out sort of bang, 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 bang on top of each other. All right, welcome to Gamedle. Gamedle has 3 different modes on it. The first one is the easy one. And in this one, this is the cover art of a video game, and we have to determine what video game it is. I already have a pretty good idea of what we're looking at. This one's going to be pretty easy. I think right away we have, this is this one of two. This one of two, so this is, it's obviously South Park, but it's either The Stick of Truth or The Fractured But Whole. And because we have our man over here in a superhero outfit, I believe that is The Fractured But Whole. Yes. Okay. So that's easy. Thankfully, that only gave us one with a very easy art style. So now we're going to, I'm going to go ahead and blank this again. We're going to go to the next one. And this is artwork. So this is some, I believe, either promotional art or it's some kind of in-game art. I see purple and black. This particular shade of purple tells me that I believe this is FNAF 4. It's not going to give me FNAF. It's going to give me Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, no, this is not the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so it does not have FNAF 4. Oh, you guys can't see that. It doesn't come through on the render. On my screen, that's like the magnifying glass effect is like screwing up the picture every time I hover over. But in the render, it looks like it's not doing that. That's so weird. What is this? I might have to just skip this one. Excuse me. What is this game? Is this a Dr. Mario? Nope, it's not even on the list. What is this game? I'm gonna do another skip here. It's definitely a retro style something. It's a retro game I'm not familiar with. I would have, is it DR Dr. Mario? There it is. I knew it was a Dr. Mario. Come on. It was just DR Mario, Mario, not Doctor spelled out. All right. I thought it was a Dr. Mario. All right. And then the last one we have for Gamedle is the hard one. This one is like insane difficulty level. This is insane difficulty level. This is like stupid hard. So, there's nothing on the screen yet, but here's what happens. We have 10 lives, we have 10 guesses. It starts out giving us no information, but we're gonna start with a guess. So any video game can be a potential guess here. Then we've got no information to start, so our first one is just a shot in the dark. So for the first one, let's grab, I don't know, I see it in the background here, so let's just grab the Stanley Parable. Okay, so now it's gonna give us a bunch of information, right? So, on platform, see, these are color coded. So red means it's entirely wrong. Yellow means at least something in here is at least partially right. And green means if it were any of these were green, it would mean, boom, you got it exactly, right? And that's per category. So platforms, it came out on either Linux, Windows, or Mac at least, right? So it might have had an original release that was cross-promotional. So it was like PC and video game and consoles, right? These are genres. It is not an adventure or an indie game at all. It is earlier than 2013. It is at least partially single player. It was not created in the Source engine. It was not created by Galactic Cafe. It is not a first-person game, and it is not in. Does not share a saga with it. So, a game earlier than 2013, with at least partially a PC release. That is at least partially single player. It is not an adventure game and not an indie game. So let's go for some kind of shooter. Let's say one of the earlier Call of Duty games. Let's say like Call of Duty 2. Okay, it is not a shooter. It is earlier than 2005. It is still not a first-person game, that's just me being dumb. Let's say earlier than 2005, let's say this could be like Diablo 2. It is earlier than 2000. Yeah, thanks, said no, and I completely blanked on it not being first person. That was very silly of me. It was a very silly guess. So it is at least partially a role-playing or hack and slash beat 'em up. It is an isometric view with a PC release. So it's some sort of Diablo-like game, probably, because or it's just a role player. Isometric, or okay, how about an early isometric role-playing game? Earlier than 2000. Isometric role-playing game from earlier than 2000. Let's say Baldur's Gate, the original. Oh my god, I got it! Ha-ha! Said no one got in there right at the same time I did. Well done, sir. Incredible. Baldur's Gate. There it is. Gamedle guess is one of the hardest of this style of game that exists on the internet right now. This game is like brutally difficult because of the way the information asymmetry that it gives you. It is not easy to get a Gamedle guess. I'm very proud of myself for that one.